Hi, 8th graders. Today, you're going to be creating a theme statement for your memoir ideas. You're doing this so that you can determine the big idea of your memoir. You know you have it today when you have written your memoir theme statement. Last class, you chose the topic you want to write about for your memoir and the story you want to tell about that topic. Now it is time to explore the big idea of your memoir. Today, I want to teach you that writers focus a memoir not on events, but on themselves, asking questions like, what am I trying to say about myself in this piece? And what do I want readers to know about me? And how did this event or events shape who I am today? This will move our writing from simply expressing what happened to us to the reflection that shows we have learned something. I want you to apply this to your memoir plan. You're going to need to determine what is the big idea? What are you trying to teach the reader about life? To do that, we're going to use some thought prompts to create your theme statement. Here are 4 thought prompts. I'm going to have you consider your potential memoir ideas. And hopefully, one of these thought prompts will lead you to your theme statement. For example, maybe you're going to use the thought prompt that says, I used to think about blank, but now I am realizing blank. Let's try this about the Toy Story clip that we watched. What would Woody write based on the clip we watched? How would he fill one of these out? Let's talk about that now as a class. Here are a couple of examples for how teachers in the past have filled out those thought prompts. For example, I wrote, when I first started playing baseball, I thought I would always be one of the best players on my team without even needing to try. But when I got into high school, I realized that I had to work really hard to keep up with my teammates. I learned that being successful at something important to me requires a lot of hard work. I used one of those thought prompts to come up with this theme statement. Mr. Janko did the same thing. He wrote, when I was growing up in the 80s, that was the prevailing wisdom. If a bully picks on you, you have to stand up to them by fighting back. But when it actually happened to me, I learned that it is a little more complicated than that. Those are a couple of examples of how your teachers have used the thought prompts to create a theme statement. Now I want you to try. Open up your notebook and think back to the topic that you're going to write about and the story you're going to tell about that topic, and try at least 2 of these thought prompts. Another way to think about that is fill in the blanks of 2 of these sentences. And that should help you get to your theme statement. Using the thought prompts that I've given you, you have now created a theme statement. This is expressing the big idea of your memoir. In your notebook, you just tried 2 of these. Now I want you to pick the one that you think is the best and write it on Google Classroom. This statement is the key to writing a good memoir. So this statement that you're writing today will count as a formative assessment. The answer that you put onto Google Classroom will be a formative grade. Let's do that now. All right, now that we have identified the topic that you're going to write about, the story you're going to tell about that topic, and the theme or big idea of your story, I want to talk about writing partners. In this unit, you are going to be working with writing partners. These partners will be really important to your success. You will meet with your partners a few different times, and they will give you feedback and support on your writing. Today, you're going to choose your partners and do a short activity to get to know each other a little better. But before I have you dive into it, I want to talk about a few things. First, here are some keys to choosing the right partners. Don't just pick your friends in class. This can be really tempting, and your friends might be the best option. But first, I want you to consider whether you think you'll actually get work done together. If the answer is yes, then that's fine. You can pick your friends. But you need to pick people who you think will be able to help you and who you feel comfortable enough sharing your stories with. I want you to consider picking people who you might not know super well, but who you think might be good for this role. Remember, it's okay for you to pick friends. I just want you to make sure that it will work. It's time to pick. Find two other people who you want to work with so that you have a group of 3 people. There might be some groups of 2, but most groups will be 3. Once you know who you want to work with, tell the group manager. I'll tell you who the group manager is in this class, and you're going to go tell them who is in your group. Once you have told the group manager who is in your group, they're going to give you an activity to get to know each other a little bit better. Here are the norms that I'm looking for when you're doing your group work. Make sure to turn your desk, table, or chair so that you are facing the people or person you're talking to. Give each person a chance to talk and share their ideas and perspectives. Stay on task for the most part. It's okay to talk about other things, but make sure you get the work done. Make sure to keep your hands to yourself. No roughhousing, please. And make sure to participate and contribute. Now that we've talked about tips for picking good partners and for the norms that we have for group work, please choose your partners. Go tell the group manager in this class who your partners are, and they will give you an activity to do with your group to get to know each other. Let's begin.